should be up. Let me know when you can see it.
Alright, cool. I'm gonna put it right now. Perfect. That looks good too. Okay.
Alright, you see it?
Yeah, put that on full screen too.
Alright. So you know who that chick is?
No, I can't remember.
That's Aqua. She's everybody in Kingdom Hearts is like, they have like a set of 3. You know, it's Sora, Riku, Kairi, then you'll have Terra, Ventus, which is pretty much Roxas. Terra, Roxas, and then you have Aqua. And then you have another one, it's Axel. It's confusing. I'll just say Ventus or Roxas again. Axel, Roxas, and then there's another chick. They're pretty much in sets of 3s. And Aqua, she's been trapped in darkness for 10 years. So she hasn't aged at all because she's been in darkness for 10 years. Terra, he hasn't aged at all because he's been possessed by Xehanort the whole time. And Roxas is, well, Ventus has been in like an eternal sleep because of Aqua. So, but yeah, the 2.8, this is pretty much the phone game. It's pretty much like the phone game, but more story to it. But yeah, this is mad important story. So you understand the significance of what's happening. You'll understand like what they're doing the Keyblade War for, and all this extra shit with this story. I think I have to play it. I think I have to play it all through. To be honest, I don't think I can. I could do scene by scene, but then I have to like stop and go to each one. So it's gonna start off. Oh, this is it's like an hour long. This is just it's just pure cutscenes. It's not a game.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. Right now, what you're saying, this is like right here. This is the phone game. If you played this phone game and got really high in the ranks, they would have put your name in Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah, I know, right? If I would have known about that shit earlier, I would have been playing the shit out that phone game, but I got in way too late.
Bro, I would have been that motherfucker. Motherfuckers was saying,
My life. I would have screenshotted that and everything.
They was saying, DaymeinB.
The phone game was okay. It wasn't like A1 or anything like that, but it was alright. I didn't play it all the way through, of course, but it was still alright. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Or is that Sleeping Beauty? I don't know, man.
Yes.
You about to see it all, though. I wish we didn't have to see this part and just get straight into like the cutscenes. I'm actually about to go to my stream to see like how far back you are. I think you'll be half far back.
Getting tired, my friend, right here.
Like, yeah, you're probably good like 5 seconds behind. So I just watch it on my phone. Alright, see, now we getting into the regular graphics, like you would see in 3.
So that makes you the indisposable number 7.
Alright, so the guy that's talking right now, that's the master of masters. So he like the top dog.
Wait, don't tell me I don't count. No.
But this is like way in the past though.
Here, take it.
In the master's playful
That keyblade, if you pay attention, that's the same. That's the same keyblade that Xehanort uses.
What seemed like a simple task was the element that
Each keyblade is passed down. That keyblade goes down from like apprentice to apprentice type deal.
Oh, okay.
So Luciu was the first master's apprentice,
all the worlds
the
were
master of
still
master's
one.
apprentice, and he's gonna follow out
One day, this
the
would be called
plan.
The age of fairy tales. It all began here in Daybreak Town. The Master of Masters had an eye that gazes into the future.
Yep. His
He
keyblade
bestowed
has an
upon
eye in it,
5 of his 6 apprentices
Okay.
and that's literally
a
his
copy
eye.
of the Book of Prophecies,
He put inside the
in
keyblade so
which
he can
was
see
written
into the
of
future.
events to come.
It get mad confusing, but at the same time it makes sense.
So, did you look through the book?
Yes, but I'm still analyzing it.
Wow, no quick skim for you, huh?
I just prefer to be thorough. Master, is what it says in the last passage true?
Oh yeah, that. Bummer, huh?
Yes.
By the way, if one day I suddenly disappear, counting on you to keep the others calm, okay?
Huh? Disappear?
Vanish, dim, fade. I don't know how to explain it. It's just hypothetical talk.
Okay.
This world is full of light. It's a world comprised of many smaller worlds, all connected, stretching as far as the eye can see. One great light protects us all throughout this vast land. All worlds share one light, one fate.
I take it you're talking about Kingdom Hearts.
Yep, you're right on the money. People believe that the light that is Kingdom Hearts will be here forever. But if it were to disappear, the world would be enveloped in darkness.
I understand. That is why you granted us these Keyblades. With these, we can spread the teachings of light. And we can protect Kingdom Hearts from darkness.
No, they're not for protecting Kingdom Hearts.
Huh?
The final passage reads, "On that fated land, a great war shall transpire. Darkness will prevail, and the light expire."
Isn't it our duty as Keyblade wielders to prevent this war from taking place?
Not possible.
What?
You really think you can change the future?
Then, what do you want us to do?
We have to focus on what comes after. There's no use thinking of ways to change events that we know are gonna happen.
But what about all of those who are here now? And the ones who will be here when the darkness finally comes? Are we to abandon all of them?
Come on, telling me that you think the world can be saved by just 7 people?
We have to at least try. With enough Keyblade wielders, we could...
Well, if you want to give it a shot.
Yes.
Alrighty, good luck.
And so the reliable Era, who wore the mask of the unicorn, was given his role to take over for the Master and to lead the others. Similarly, the virtuous Envy, who wore the mask of the snake, was given her role to watch over the others with a fair eye. The fearless Aced, who wore the mask of the bear, was given his role to support their brand new leader, Era. The prudent Ava, who wore the mask of the fox, was given her role to prepare
So, essentially,
Keyblade wielders for the
the
world
Master of Masters has this book. It's called the Book of Prophecies. And the Book of Prophecies, it pretty much foretells everything that's going to happen from their time to all the way till Sora and shit. You know what I'm saying? Till the Keyblade War. And he gave everybody a book. And he gave everybody roles. Lushu's the one who he gave the Keyblade to, and he gave him that black box.
Not long after that, the Master vanished, dimmed, and faded without a trace. This is where your story began. The story of your very own adventure. 5 of the Master's apprentices armed themselves with the Book of Prophecies. They each created a union. This would fulfill his wishes. Then, they set out to rally Keyblade wielders just like you. By defeating Heartless, the monsters of darkness, they would gather light.
So the 5 of them are pretty much the leaders of all Keyblade wielders right now.
There's a traitor among us.
Are you certain? What proof do you have?
I found this sniffing around.
Is that a dark Cherokee? Is that a nightmare? Master, did you make this? It's so cute!
Well, things are gonna get pretty hectic around here soon. But this spirit Cherokee is gonna make your lives much easier. Hopefully. Spirit? You could say they're like cats or dogs. And they'll be your loyal pets. Every wielder will have one of these adorable little guys at their side. They're here to help, so play nice.
Okay.
Oh, right. Before I forget. If a wielder is overcome by malice, or rather if their heart is tainted by darkness, their adorable little spirit will turn dark and become a nightmare.
Yeah. Well,
So
he's not necessarily. He's a neutral. He's like neutral party.
Exactly.
Like,
And if you don't stop this,
he has the Book of Prophecies,
plant darkness in the hearts of others.
but he wrote the Book of Prophecies. You feel me?
Beware.
Like he knows what's gonna happen in the future, but he's setting everything up to happen like that way. Like it's mad confusing.
No wonder you ended up as the bear. You're scary.
Your point?
But he's setting everybody up to do certain roles to make sure it plays out right.
Don't insult me!
Come on, Hased. You won't know if it works unless you try.
But yeah, he isn't initially evil or anything.
It's not me!
There's an easy way to solve this. If we all summon our spirits, then we'll know.
Unfortunately, there are countless wielders in our unions. It would be easy for any of us to summon a Chirithy that isn't a nightmare. I'm afraid that your suggestion wouldn't help us get to the bottom of this.
Yeah, in that case, who's to say that the nightmare you saw belongs to one of us? It could belong to anyone in our unions.
That's highly unlikely. Do you recall the tool the wielders were given in order to make them stronger? We generally don't concern ourselves with what they have at their disposal. However, I believe those tools were the nightmare's doing.
The bangles. I know when they're equipped, they have the power to collect dark energy. But I thought we all agreed that was okay.
Collecting is fine, but using that power is the equivalent of using the power of darkness.
Darkness.
It's a brilliant plan. Everyone knows that all spirits look the same, and wielders exist in spades. There's no way to tell.
Oh no. Everyone's already equipped their bangles.
So what now? How do we find out who's behind this?
Seeing as those bangles couldn't have been acquired by just anyone, I believe it's one of us here in this room.
No, Ira. I respectfully disagree. What proof do we have that the bangles are tied to the power of darkness? Or if a nightmare is to blame? We shouldn't simply jump to conclusions.
Ira, some leader.
Yeah.
You've managed to plant seeds of doubt in all of us with that speech. What? Did you expect the traitor to give themselves up with that accusation of yours? That was foolish.
Ased, that's quite enough.
It looks to me like the Master made the wrong choice.
Wait, where do you think you're going?
I think we're done here. I trust you'll keep us all updated.
I hope we can all resolve this soon.
That didn't go as expected.
What's wrong, Ira? This isn't like you.
A lost page. Something's missing from our book of prophecies. Each of our copies were said to contain the events of the future. But this incident, well, it's nowhere to be found.
And how does this whole thing with the traitor tie together?
Like I said, it's nowhere to be found. In my book.
Ira, are you implying that someone is in possession of the missing page? And the person with the complete book is the traitor?
There is something going on, and a page is suspiciously missing from the book. It's not so far-fetched to assume that the one who has the lost page has been turned, that they have fallen into the hands of darkness. Trust me.
There seems to be no record of it in my book either. You may be onto something. I wonder, could this have been the Master's plan all along? To grant the lost page to only one of us?
We have no way of knowing. The Master is gone.
I understand what you're saying. I promise to keep a close eye on the others. I will keep you informed, as always.
Thanks.
Of course. After all, that is what the Master asked of me. And Ira, may your heart be your guiding key.
May your heart be your guiding key. Case of envy.
So, to sum it up, I'll need you to observe the others.
So we're 1/5 of the way through it.
All right.
Like I said, Ira may have to take over from me. But don't be shy. Just be fair. Then do
Trust me, it gets good. They get into like fight scenes and all that shit.
Serve, you'll need to be the mediator.
Alright.
Make sure people get along.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
I understand,
Alright, good.
but
Yeah.
without you or Luciu,
As long as you fine with me, like, cause I'm trying to explain it to you,
unions is,
go through it.
it's a little
Going on?
unnerving, to be honest.
And I ain't trying to be too distracting about it either.
Lighten up a little.
Nah, you good, man.
Maybe
Ain't no
I'll
rush.
never disappear. Wait. Do you want me to go?
What? No, of course not.
I was just kidding.
Oh, I see.
Look, I get that change can be hard for everyone, but things need to keep moving forward. And you keep up. Otherwise, you'll just get left behind, all alone.
You remember,
Now that you know what the future holds.
after you beat Hercules, Maleficent, she was looking for a black box. She had Pete digging up in the ground and shit.
Won't be your guiding key. I say it all the time. You ultimately need to do what your heart feels is right.
Right.
Yeah.
Huh? You heard me?
Yeah, what about the black
I
box?
was wrong about
Oh,
Ira.
you remember that black box I said Luciu had? The one that who had the Keyblade?
What do you two think?
The apprentice who had the Keyblade, he was carrying that black box.
Do you?
Of course not. His
He was
argument is
he was
unconvincing.
wearing the same cloak as the Master of Masters in the beginning.
He's just making baseless assumptions given the situation. There's no evidence to tie his accusations to anyone, let alone one of us.
Maybe there's something he hasn't told us.
And he needs to tell
That
us. How dare he look at us with suspicion? We're his
the black
comrades.
box that Maleficent is looking for is the same black box that the Master of Masters gave his apprentice. That's what she's looking for.
I know you didn't call us here just to complain.
I want the three of us to form an alliance.
But alliances are forbidden, I said.
I knew it. I had a feeling it would come to this. So, we join forces, then confront Ira?
What that supposed to make
Confronting him
him
is
change his
pointless.
fuck or something?
Ira won't change his
Who,
mind.
the Master of Masters?
No, the black box.
I know there's
The
no
black
reason
box
why.
has something hidden in
There's
it,
no question. But
and they never tell us what it
for a
is.
second, there's a traitor among us. Unfortunately, Ira doesn't share the same belief. He's just wasting time trying to figure out who the traitor is. The darkness won't wait, and neither should we. We need to band together now and find a way to fight it.
Guess it makes sense.
I agree that we need to do something to fight the darkness. But combining our unions? That was strictly forbidden by the Master.
He's no longer here.
I'm in.
The Master of Masters, like,
The alliance
he
is just between
gave
two of us.
everybody separate roles, and their roles conflict with each other.
Cool.
You know what I'm saying? So this is why they have so many like arguments and shit, and they can't really come to decision on what to do. Cause how the Master made it, you got to think like the Master is pretty much planning all this, like everything,
Yeah.
By the way,
but they're not aware of it. They're not aware of it, like how deep their role actually is.
But I did ask Envy to join us.
Shit,
wanted to
is
see
it
me?
on the same level that was that Zengetsu? What the fuck
What are you
dude
doing
did?
here?
Who fuck dude did
What's
to
the
bring
meaning
back
of this?
Hear me
Kaguya?
out, Envy. I
Oh
want
yeah,
to
on some shit like that. Yeah, it's on some shit like that.
Gula here has already agreed.
How he tricked them man generations of generations.
Together,
Disobey the Master's teachings?
That's
We
made
don't have
one
a
little
choice.
thing happen. I'm like, damn,
darkness
that
is
hurt.
approaching, and we
That
need
Yeah.
to combine our
You're
strength
like-
to stand
Yeah,
against
it's essentially
The
that.
Master bestowed each of us with a
Okay.
different role, and he specifically told us to keep our union separate, to maintain the balance of power. He told us that any imbalance would lead to a desire for more power, which leads to darkness. I know you haven't forgotten. Perhaps It's you who has been tainted by darkness.
I'm tainted by darkness? Then what about you, Envy?
Oh,
You
shoot.
spy on us and report everything you see back to Era. You really think you have no darkness in your heart after what you did?
Because that is my role.
To observe us, yes, but not to disclose everything we say and do to Era.
Facts.
For all we know, you and Era could be allies, scheming behind our backs.
That's enough.
When will it stop? I don't want us to turn against each other.
Master Alva.
Oh, hello. Your name is Ephemera, right?
Uh-huh. Hey, can I join you?
Uh-huh.
Why the long face? Did something happen?
Long day. Do you remember what you asked me before? About why the unions compete against each other instead of working together. Actually, I always wondered the same thing.
Isn't it just because the Master said so?
Yes. And as such, we must obey.
Master's forcing them to
Said so.
work separately.
Lately, I've really started to wonder. You once told me that you were looking for answers. That you wanted to solve the mysteries of this world. Well, I think that's how things should be. We need to question things and think for ourselves.
Whoa! You are really not yourself today. I guess even foretellers have their off days. Hey, maybe talking about the book will cheer you up.
Not a chance.
Aww.
You were trying to pull a fast one on me. Weren't you?
Oh, no, I was joking.
If you say so. But, to be honest, I think it would be great if all the unions could work together and be friends.
You know, I made a friend from another union today. Wasn't much of a talker, maybe just shy. We're meeting again tomorrow.
That sounds like so much fun. Then, you'd better go home and get some sleep.
Okay. Well, it was nice talking to you. I don't know what's got you down, but please cheer up.
Thank you. If the worst happens, I'll be glad to leave the future to the kids who see the world in the way that you do. Let the wind carry you far, far away. My dandelions.
Envy, have you learned something?
It seems Ased and Gula's unions are now allied.
So Ased is the traitor after all.
No, I don't believe he is.
Why's that?
To Ased, unification is a means of gathering strength to oppose the darkness. So I believe his heart still belongs to the light.
Even so, forming alliances was strictly forbidden by the Master.
Yes, and his teachings are absolute. That's why I will try and persuade Gula to dissolve their alliance.
Then I'll do it.
No. Please, let me do the talking. Your intervention will do nothing more than spur Ased's anger.
All right. I'll leave it to you.
And one more thing. Ased has begun to question the two of us. As a precaution, my reports will be less frequent. I don't want him to get the wrong idea. Please understand.
Yes, I do.
think I'm done.
Done with what?
The Alliance. I think it's time to call it quits.
For what reason?
To put it simply, I entered this alliance thinking we were preparing to fight some impending darkness, but it hasn't come. In fact, there haven't been any suspicious incidents recently, and you haven't rallied anyone else to your cause.
Yeah, but...
This alliance is meaningless. Even Envy agrees.
Oh, Envy?
Uh-oh. You weren't supposed to find out.
Is Envy the one who told you to break our alliance?
Here you go.
Maybe. But I'm the one who decided to do it. And I've already told you why.
But we don't even know who the traitor is yet!
I'm gonna get angry quick.
And that's exactly why. I just can't trust anyone but myself.
Don't you realize you won't stand a chance against the darkness on your own?
The darkness.
Sorry, my mind's made up.
Envy, you will regret this.
Alright, now we are 3/5 of the way through.
You been here
The
long?
case of
My
Assad.
bad.
No.
So, what did you want?
You didn't forget, did you? You're the one who called me here.
I was just kidding. I didn't forget. Give me a little credit here. I was just testing.
Alright.
Right.
Now, allow me to tell you about your role. You're going to be Ira's right-hand man.
What? You're his right-hand man? What do you mean?
Well, Ira's gonna be the new leader after I'm gone, see? So, just stand by. Don't disappoint.
Explain to me, Master. What do you mean Ira's going to be leader?
What? Is that disappointment I hear? Did you want to be leader?
No! I mean, if you had asked me to be the leader, that's a different story, but I wasn't trying.
You really want to be leader, huh?
Well...
I know you want it, but that just isn't enough. Any chump can say, here's a huge promotion, good job, and make you head honcho. But enthusiasm alone doesn't make a great leader. Ira needs someone like you to give him a push in the right direction.
I agree. Ira is definitely the most worthy among us. I'm sure he'll make a fine leader.
Then it's settled.
Wait, I agreed that he is worthy. But why do we need a new leader, Master? Does that mean you will no longer be teaching us?
Well, I might disappear one day. Well, I might disappear.
Disappear? Why? Where?
Speak up sooner if you're listening. It was embarrassing for me. Anyway, I don't know if I'm gonna disappear or not. It's anyone's guess right now.
But...
in any case, you need to support Ira. We both know he's quite serious. He's always just thinking and thinking and thinking behind that unicorn mask of his. So everyone will be counting on you to spur him into action.
Right.
You might not be entirely happy with your role, but just know that it's the most important one. Capiche? Shall I elaborate? Making Ira the leader is all good in theory, but sometime later you might think, he's terrible at this. In which case it'll be your job to step up. Who knows? Your leadership might be just what everyone needs. And that is your true role. May your heart be your guiding key. Best of luck, I said.
It's been over a year since the Master left. It's time for me to fulfill my true role.
Dolo, you here? Okay.
Why do you get in my way?
Don't be so conceited. I'm protecting the balance, just like the Master told us to. You need to come to your senses.
If we don't do something, light will expire. Then we won't be able to avoid the grim future that awaits. We need to defy the Master's teachings to protect the world.
You're saying he was wrong?
He's not here anymore. I won't let his prophecy come true. I won't let the world fall into darkness.
You fool!
Oh.
Abba, over here!
Envy! Asad! What's going on?
I found out who the traitor is. Regrettably.
No, that's not true!
Abba, there's no time to lose.
May my heart be my guiding key.
Master. Master? If you're busy, I can always come back later.
Sure. Oh, no, stay. Now where? Ah, here it is.
What's this?
Go on, read it.
This is from the Book of Prophecies. But
Yep. It's a page that's not in any of your books.
and what's written is...
Your role. You must find the traitor hidden among you, and stop them before it's too late. And in order to help you find the traitor...
I get it. That's why you gave us all different roles, isn't it? If anyone deviates from the job they were given, we can easily conclude that they are the traitor. It's brilliant.
Way to steal my thunder, show off.
Huh?
It's not fair. My plan was supposed to blow your mind with its grandeur. Your jaw should have hit the floor at my sheer genius.
I'm sorry? But was my logic flawed?
Oh, you're right. So, I guess now you've earned your time in the limelight. Even though there is a traitor, act normal and keep focused. Trust no one but yourself.
Trust no one but myself. Do you want to know what my role is? The books we were given are incomplete. There's a lost page.
Lost page?
On that page, it is written that there is a traitor. The Master told me to find and stop that person.
I called you my comrade. But never again, Gula. It doesn't matter to me if you think I am the traitor and you want to strike me down. You knew there was a traitor and you just watched silently as we fought each other. And I won't forgive you for that.
You can barely stay on your feet. Just give up already!
Don't you underestimate me!
Please stop! Why did it have to come to this?
Finish me off? Make it quick.
That's not what brought me here today. I wish to fulfill the role bestowed upon me. That's all. It isn't our place to try to change the events of the future. That is not our mission. We're here to make sure that light lives on. With only 5 lights, we can't afford to lose any.
You still count me as one of the 5 lights?
Of course.
Only you could be such a good guy after everything we've been through. But hey, I guess that's one of the reasons I respect you so much. However, we still might only be 4. I'm talking about Gula. He's using the knowledge of something called the Lost Page. He said that it contains events that are missing from all of our books. He's using it to discover and apprehend whoever is the traitor. Claims that's his role. But who knows what his real intentions are? What I do know is that I'll never forgive him for hiding the fact that he knew someone would betray us. That's the biggest betrayal of all.
I'd like to believe the Gula was simply carrying out his role. Aset, I'll deal with this matter. Please keep it to yourself for now.
Understood.
I need to see that last page.
Why did you tell Ira? It had to be you, because you were the only one who knew where we were hiding. Didn't you think for a second that your actions could be making things worse than they already are?
And why should that even bother you? Not only do you have your union, but you've also gathered the finest Keyblade wielders from other unions, and you're training them in a secret location, aren't you?
Yes, because that is my role!
I had no idea. I apologize. I overstepped.
No. I shouldn't have snapped at you either.
What did Ira want?
I don't know exactly. He just asked me to give up Gula. His eyes, they were scary. I was worried he'd do something awful. I knew I couldn't tell him where Gula was. Then he turned around and walked away.
I see. And Gula? How is he doing?
I don't know. He's gone.
Someone's coming. They're headed straight this way.
Take care of him. Ira? Is something wrong?
I know Gula's here.
What?
Tell me where he is.
But why? What are you going to do?
None of your concern.
Don't.
What?
I won't let you near him.
So that's it. All right. I'll go.
Gula, what are you doing?
Something happened?
Ira was here. He wanted me to give you up.
I knew it. It's finally come to this.
Come to what?
Everyone wants to know about the lost page.
The lost page?
Yeah. It's a page the Master gave me. It doesn't exist in any of our books. It contains a passage about an inevitable betrayal. It talks about the one who bears the sigil. That's it. So, don't know what to make of it, to be honest. My role is to find out who it is. I suspect it is said and went to confront him. And what happened?
Why are you telling me this, Gula? I have enough to think about, keeping with the Master's teachings and my role.
Always walking the straight and narrow. I'm a fool for basing my actions on what is written on that lost page. Everything in the passage is ambiguous at best. That's why. I need to find out.
But how?
By asking the Master.
But he's not here anymore.
I'm going to summon Kingdom Hearts.
What?
Then he'll have no choice but to come back.
Summoning Kingdom Hearts is forbidden!
That's exactly why! The only way to get him back is to break the rules. If things don't change, the entire world is doomed. But, in order to go through with it, I'll need Lux. I don't have nearly enough. You always do the right thing. Help me with this.
I'm sorry. I know you want the Master to return. But you don't know how summoning Kingdom Hearts will affect the rest of the world. The Master forbid it for a reason. I'm afraid I can't help you.
I see. May your heart be your guiding key.
Ghoul is on a mission to collect Lux. Ah. That explains why Ased and Ira are as well. They're trying to maintain the balance. But that isn't the balance we were expected to keep. If everyone's collecting light solely for themselves, Keyblade wielders will soon turn against one another, which will lead to the Keyblade War. And what's written in the book, all of it will happen. Light will expire. Indy, what are you going to do? I'll gather Lux too. No matter what, the balance must be kept. Ava, you do the same. We must delay the inevitable. Right.
What's written in the last page of the book is gonna happen. The entire world will be lost to darkness.
But Master, isn't there anything we can do?
Well, that's what brings me to your role.